We're back for Redox Real Talk, and I have a very special guest today.
Hi guys, I'm Becca.
You guys probably know Becca. She's in some of our Ask the Scientist videos if you've seen those. Becca, what's your job title? What do you do here?
So at ASEA, I am the product development lab manager.
The lab manager, guys. I think she might know more than Hunter, so you're welcome. Extra special. Thank you. She's awesome. She knows a lot. And she came prepared, you guys. We have your questions.
The answers.
We have notes because we wanted to talk through, I do this every time, all of our awesome Via products. If you weren't on last week, we wanted to talk about our Via line because it was amazing on Black Friday. We had so many purchases that it almost went on back order. So obviously people were really interested in this and we wanted to give you guys an opportunity to learn a bunch about it. Yeah. So last week I told you to ask your questions. Before we dive in, can you give me just like a little intro to all of these in case somebody missed last week?
Yeah, so they're all
go through them.
Really, really great products. We'll start with the source.
Okay.
The source is kind of like your comprehensive collection of vitamins and minerals. So,
okay.
You'll have a whole bunch of vitamin minerals, nearly everything you need for your entire day. And it's really, really hard to get all your vitamins and minerals. I mean, you'll be eating a lot of spinach, kale, all that stuff that
fish,
you throw into your smoothies. That's what I do. I just throw everything in a smoothie and I go.
Now we can do it like
now I can just take a couple of pills. So it's great.
Okay, so this is for like nutrient gaps, right?
Yes, exactly.
But it also contains minerals, which is kind of unique. I think most are like multivitamins.
Yeah, you think of multivitamins, but I mean, you need more than just vitamins. Your body has many, many needs for various minerals because they're part of several biological systems.
Okay, so that's a little bit about source for you guys. We'll dive more into your specific questions, but if you have more questions, let us know. Okay, next let's talk a little bit about LifeMax.
Okay, we do get some confusion around LifeMax.
And source, right?
Yeah, and source. Yeah, a lot of people ask, okay, what the heck is the difference between them? So think of source as your source for your
See what I did there?
Think of it as your source for your vitamins and minerals, just to get all of your bases covered. When you're taking LifeMax, think of it as like I'm taking, my life to the max, Okay.
Well, and I noticed it says some stuff about just like joint support.
Yes.
It even says like promoting healthy inflammatory
Exactly.
response. We literally talked about not saying that before we went live.
Yeah, but I guess we posted
it's on here.
So it helps you, with that.
Okay.
And you'll see like nootropics in there, things again to help your joints, and it helps fill the gaps that vitamins and minerals don't impart on your body, because your body needs more than just vitamins and minerals.
You just said a word that I feel embarrassed asking you about. Neurotropics?
Nootropics.
Nootropics.
So there are botanicals that are really, really great for your mind and your body. It's kind of a buzzword right now.
Okay.
So you'll see nootropics everywhere.
Okay, and that is one of the things that wouldn't be in LifeMax, right? That's not a vitamin.
No, it's in LifeMax. It's not in source.
See, one of those things.
It can be confusing. Don't worry, guys. We're here to answer your questions.
I think that was actually one of our questions, was kind of what the difference was. So hopefully that helps. If that wasn't enough or you need some more explanation, let us know in the comments. Also, hi, if you're just joining Redox Real Talk, I'm Joni.
I'm Becca.
Got Becca here today. She's our research and development
lab manager.
And we're going over the Via line. Stick around, make sure that you ask your questions. We always pick random winners and send stuff out because we love giving prizes away. Thank you for commenting. Vanessa said, I had a question for Hunter or anyone who can answer. Becca's here. Can I apply Renew 28? And then layer Redox Gold on top of that. I'm going to skip that for now because we're going to talk about the Via line, but I love it. Keep your questions
answer
coming.
That later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. Okay, let's go into Biome next.
Okay, so Biome is our source, or your body's source, of prebiotics and probiotics. A lot of times you'll just see probiotics out there, but the best formulations, the best supplements are supplements that combine probiotics and prebiotics, because those prebiotics are going to feed the probiotics that help your body kind of keep those probiotics in there.
Right.
Because a lot of times, I'll give you a little formulation secret here.
Hey.
When you're taking formulations with just probiotics, your body isn't actually keeping a lot of those probiotics. They need to think of it as like a plant. They need to kind of find a place in your gut and grow. And so with the prebiotics in the formulation, they're helping to make sure those probiotics
Interesting. So when it says like 1000,
yeah,
or
and actually,
like 10 billion or
no,
something.
I'm so glad you said that, because it's actually one of the notes I have here when we answer a question about Biome. So when you see formulations with a whole bunch of probiotics in it, like, you're kind of looking for those really high CFUs.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily make it a better product.
More is not always better if it's not being utilized correctly.
You have to formulate really smart. Yeah.
That's what you do.
So. Thank you.
Okay, so that's a little bit about Biome. This is actually one of the best-selling products of the line. So if you haven't tried Biome, we talked about this. If one of your New Year's resolutions is to start a vitamin regimen, get it now. If you order like today, you'll get it before New Year's, and you can start on that regimen.
Yeah, guys, I just want to reinforce that your gut health is so important. And so I watched your Instagram post about this. I follow. That you were right. It's the brain gut axis.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah. So that's super, super important. Always remember to take your pre and probiotics.
Yeah, those are really good for you. And can we talk a tiny bit about postbiotics? That's kind of buzzy right now too, because I feel like some formulators are saying, "Oh, ours has postbiotics." Doesn't your body naturally create postbiotics with the pre and probiotics?
Yes and no. It's kind of a gray area. So postbiotics are pretty much just dead prebiotics.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Probiotics.
Probiotics, sorry. Postbiotics, the pre-pro, they're all needed. So postbiotics are just dead probiotics. And one of the reasons why that postbiotics came out is because they're more stable. Any good formulator knows you need to formulate anything you make with enough of the active, in this case, an active of a probiotic, to ensure its shelf life. So if something has a shelf life of 2 years, you're going to add extra of, XYZ probiotic to make sure
make it to that 2-year
exactly.
Okay.
And so probiotics are, because it's like technically a living organism, they're less stable and are less likely to make it to that shelf life.
Interesting.
So postbiotics solves that problem.
Ah.
And your body utilizes them just a little bit differently than they would probiotics.
Okay, noted.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm learning a lot. Sorry, guys. I'm like really diving in. Okay, let's talk about omega a little bit.
Oh, I love omegas.
It's like one of the best, right?
Yeah,
this is a really well done.
I really notice when I don't take my omegas. So one thing that's great about this omega is a rule of thumb, guys, and always remember this when you're taking your omegas. You want to reach omega-3s at a minimum of 1 gram. If you have an omega supplement that is not reaching 1 gram, toss it, come get ours.
It's useless.
It's really good. It's really good because those are the clinical levels in which you see omega-3s benefiting your body.
Okay, so that's huge. How many grams is it?
We have I can't remember the exact number, but
I caught her off guard, you guys. It is over 1 gram.
Yeah, so.
Okay, well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into some of these questions.
Okay.
And like I said, Becca's more prepared than I am, so we're gonna.
I read all your questions,
we're gonna study
guys.
together. I'm gonna read them right now. Okay, why does the Via line pair so well with the ASEA Redox supplement?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So think of the Via line and ARS, ASEA Redox supplement, as two separate lines, but they combine really, really well. So you have ARS, the ASEA Redox supplement, and that is working as a communicator. It helps your cells realize how they need to start functioning. Because, there's pollution out there. We're all really, really stressed out. It's the holidays, guys. That holiday craziness. And so your body is out of homeostasis. It's under a lot of stress. And so ARS has these patented redox signaling molecules, and those molecules act as cellular messengers. And so by having that cellular messaging fixed, your body is able to recover from stress better. It helps your renewal pathways, your immune response, metabolic pathways, recovery functions. And so now your cells are primed to do what they need to do. The signal is not as staticky as it was before ARS.
So now when we're utilizing these supplements, it's already like,
exactly. Your body's like, oh, sweet. You're giving me all these vitamins, minerals, nootropics, omegas, and probiotics.
And I know what to do with them.
Exactly. You got it.
Okay, so it's not a one or the other. It's a do them both together.
Yeah, do them both together.
Okay.
And you will see amazing
Well,
results.
we've talked with Hunter when Hunter's been on here about this a few times too. Like other supplements, pairing them with ARS just helps them work better. So,
yes, it does.
So anything that you're taking, whether it's from our Via line or not, ARS is going to help them do their job better.
And again, that's because your cells are being put back into homeostasis. They're being put back into a relaxed
they're
state.
Happy. They know
exactly. They're happy. Because when I'm happy and less stressed, I can function a lot better. Your cells, it's the same thing. So.
Okay, let's move to the next one. Which I think we kind of talked over a little bit already, but we wanted to just make sure we hit on how do prebiotics and probiotics connect to redox signaling, which is in a sense what we just said. It's just specific to those pre and probiotics.
Yes.
Okay, so it's just going to help them work even more efficiently, make sure that they're doing their job, and then keep that gut-brain axis doing its job.
Okay. And actually, it does a little more than that too. So again, you have the redox signaling molecules. They're helping those cell signaling responses to work better, and it's more localized in your gut. And so when your gut is less stressed, you're able to utilize those pre and probiotics more.
Okay.
And so your body can start creating those short chain fatty acids. That's another buzzword that you might see. And those short chain fatty acids are so very important because they actually help optimize your mitochondria.
Oh, which is the powerhouse of the cell.
I know that one. I know Biology 101.
Yes. Okay, love that. Also, I think I said this right on the last one, but isn't a lot of our immune system like from our gut?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so when we have a healthy immune system, it helps our immune response.
That's why you see when people start taking control of their gut health, all of these other health conditions wind up clearing up.
Yeah,
because your gut is just your gut and your microbiome within your gut is just so very important. It's connected to nearly every system in your body.
Right? And I feel like we don't give it enough respect.
We don't.
Holy cow. Like
love
we
your
call
gut,
it a
guys.
gut.
Yeah.
Love your guts. Okay, cool. Speaking of the gut and redox, do you think we made it through all of this?
Let me just go through these.
We just want to make sure we answer your questions thoroughly.
We talked about the short chain fatty acids. So that's great.
If you have other questions about that, drop it in here. We always want to know your question, even if we're not answering it like right away. We'll get to it on a later live, or we'll respond to you directly, anything like that. So
perfect.
Okay, let's move on. Vitamins versus superfoods.
Yes,
that's a little bit of what we said about LifeMax and Source, right? Okay.
Yes. So this is a really good question. So, thank you.
I'm just going to grab these so we can remind ourselves.
Yes. Okay, so vitamins are more like single defined compounds. You know, vitamin A, vitamin B, we have K, D, A, B, C, D, elemental P.
All the letters.
all of them. And so they help prevent deficiencies. You'll hear people like, I have an iron deficiency. Or
mine's vitamin B. I have a vitamin B deficiency.
So important. So take your vitamin B complexes. It helps your energy a lot.
Yeah, it does.
It's precise. They're measurable. They support your baseline's enzymatic functioning. And then we go to superfoods. So superfoods.
Source.
Vitamins, minerals.
Source. Oh no. Superfoods.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm part of the problem, you guys.
That's why I'm here. I'll help you. Let's get through this together. So superfoods, they're whole or lightly processed. They contain micronutrients, phytonutrients, super important, guys. Polyphenols, that's a buzzword.
Yes.
You want to
I'm like, I know that one.
Yes. I love this. Enzymes, fibers, and other, cofactors that your body needs. So it's more than just vitamins and minerals. Okay. So let's say, I'm trying to think of a superfood. Acai berry.
Okay.
Acai berry has vitamins and minerals in it. When I'm getting my acai bowl, I'm a sucker for those guys. They're so good.
Delicious and make you feel healthy.
Yes, they do. I'm getting some vitamins and minerals that are naturally occurring in the acai berry. But because acai is a superfood and it has a bunch of other really beneficial ingredients in it, I'm getting polyphenols, I'm getting flavonoids, I might even be getting some fibers and other, phytonutrients in there.
Okay. That's super helpful for me. And I'm going to figure this out, you guys. We're going to do it. We're going to do it together. Okay. Let's move on. So
Okay.
the next one.
Is the Via line organic?
Okay, this one's a little bit tricky. So stay with us. In order for something to be certified as organic, every single thing that goes into it has to be certified as organic.
Mm-hmm.
And the place that it's coming from has to be certified organic.
Correct. Yeah.
So with that, I'm going to let Becca go into more detail. The answer is technically no.
Yes.
Can you tell us?
So we, I've gone through all the specs. It's like hundreds of documents. And so a lot of our ingredients within our Via line are organic. Unfortunately, some of the ingredients within the product are not organic.
Certified organic.
Exactly. Yeah. So because there are some that are organic and some that are not, the entire product itself cannot be labeled as organic.
Yeah. So I just think that's important to note. Like, no, it is not 100% organic. It's probably close to like 90% organic. A lot of that is just like issues with labels and the factories that you get them from and like the ins and outs and stuff. That also leads me into, we are very picky about where we source stuff from. So even if it's not organic, Becca's done the research, made sure that we trust the facility where stuff's getting pulled from. I'm going to go out of order here, but I feel like this goes well with a question I remember getting about omega, about where the fish was sourced from.
Oh, yes.
Do you know that? I didn't.
So
Surprise!
the fish oil comes from Alaska. It is ethically sourced.
Yeah.
It's sustainable. It's a clean, the company we get it from specifically is very, very clean. They're very aware of their,
and it's wild caught?
And it's wild caught,
which
ecological
matters
impact.
Because, both
you
for
want
ecological
sustainable
impact
fishing sources.
Yeah.
It's so important because there are a lot of omega, or I should say fish oil companies out there. They just have dirty fish oil.
Yeah. Well, and when they're farmed,
putting that in your body.
When they're farmed, they end up like they all have the same genetics and they end up not having some of the stuff in them. I don't know, I'm shaking this bottle at you guys. But I think that's really important and not very well known, that being like a wild source, wild caught source is really important. I didn't know that until recently when I was. You
can think of it as like, so wild caught is so much better. Think of a way to an analogy to it is like, think of like fresh caught salmon and farm salmon. You can tell just by looking at the color of the flesh that one is a lot better than the other. Same thing goes for the oil.
Okay, Vanessa has some good questions. It's tested for mercury.
Yes.
It's tested for heavy metals.
Yes.
It's tested for
all of our products here at ASEA, ARS, Renew 28, the Gold, our Renew Advanced line, all of the Via, ASEA Performance, anything and everything we make is tested for heavy metals.
Okay, and we test every single batch.
Yes, every single batch.
That's also very unique to ASEA. A lot of other companies that are making stuff just test randomly. They test one in every 100, 1 in every 1,000. We test every single batch for this stuff.
Yes, we do.
Vanessa also said, or microplastics. Do we do any testing for that since it's
we do,
caught?
Yeah. Okay. We do test for microplastics. That is tested less regularly, just because we buy in bulk, and then so when we get a new lot in, and that lot lasts for a while. Once we get something completely new, then we test it.
Look at all the, like, you guys are getting like insider information today. What actual fish is it? Is our next question. Do you know that?
I want to say it's salmon, but
We're gonna
follow
check.
up.
We're going to check for you, Vanessa. We're going to get back to you. Okay. Somebody asked, can I split the source serving? Source, this guy. Can we
vitamins,
split
minerals?
Because it's 4 per day, right?
Yeah, it's a lot. Guys, I will admit, when you're taking all 4 of these products, it's a lot of pills a day. And I can understand why you get pill fatigue and you'd want to separate it throughout the day. And so I really love this question. And I'm going to answer this from a biological standpoint. So yes, I think it's a great idea to split the source to twice a day. And there's a reason for this. So while our formal studies haven't tested this, when you look at your circadian rhythm and, biological processes, your body actually needs different nutrients at different times. And sometimes it needs to replenish those nutrients. Oh, okay. So like in the morning, let's say I'll need some magnesium for muscle contraction. It helps your heart contract, your legs contract, things like that. It's very, very much needed. But then you can take magnesium again at night to help your, what is it called? Your sleep rhythm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
So,
I'm like diving in
our
with you guys
bodies
here.
are beautiful and unique.
Yeah.
So and really complex.
So I know that a lot of the times we say the best time to take supplements, regardless of what you're taking, is when you're going to do it consistently. So if you are not a person that wants to split it, if you're like a get it over with in the morning or at nighttime, we do suggest taking them just on a consistent, like if you're going to do it in the morning, do it in the morning. If you're going to split them, but do it consistently. Yeah. So your body can kind of get used to when you're taking them.
Yes, exactly. And I'm going to give you guys a hot tip because this is something I actually do at home. So my morning smoothie or my afternoon smoothie, whenever I have a smoothie, I actually open the pills and put them in the liquid and just
we actually had a question about that.
Good. Yeah, so it's totally fine. Nothing will happen. Nothing changes. No. So
look at that. Just hot tip. You don't even have, if you don't like pills, if that's an excuse that somebody's giving you for not trying this, is that they don't like pills.
Yeah, just open up the pill. They're super easy. Just like pop open.
Even somebody asked, is it okay if they chew the omega pill? And I'm going to be honest, my first thought was,
yeah, it's kind of, if you've ever broken the pills, they're kind of nasty. And like when they get wet, they get a little, gooey and jelly. And so, I mean, if you want to, you can.
If you're into that, we're not going to stop you.
But I mean, the mouthfeel on it will be kind of weird. You're still going to get those,
we're not judging. If you do this, by the way,
you do you, baby.
As long as you're taking them, we don't care how. We're happy.
You said it was the Biome? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, I would just swallow it, let your gut dissolve the capsule, and boom, it's right by your gut. So,
we had a question come in on the live from Light-Minded Living, I think. Sorry, it's hard for me to read on the phone. He has a friend who is asking why it's in a plastic bottle. Do they need to worry about microplastics, like transferring from the plastic container?
No. So we're really, really cautious with the plastics we use. At one point, we were talking about maybe moving to glass containers, but again, that's something that's still in the works.
We've talked about this a lot. We've talked about this a lot.
But I love glass, so I'm pushing for it.
Okay, so it's not, we don't have to worry about microplastics because of the containers. I believe it's a type 2 plastic.
I would have to double check.
Okay, we're gonna double check on that.
Let me ask my production team.
Great question.
Formulations, I got you, but
yeah, that's fair. I put her on the spot, you guys. Okay, what are the superfoods sourced from? Was one of the next questions we had.
Yeah, so they're not sourced from one place. We actually look at several different companies, and sometimes, some will be in Europe, some will be in the US, India.
Like I said, we're very picky.
Many different.
So if it's more native to one area of the world, we're going to pull from that.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, they can come from anywhere and everywhere, and the most important thing we look at is all of those documents, the product or the ingredient portfolios. We make sure everything is clean. There's not anything suspicious in there.
Okay, that's awesome. So if you have specific questions about specific ingredients, let us know. But I think, we know that we're pulling from like very trusted sources. Mm-hmm. Becca's very picky in the best ways. Okay, why does the source include vitamin K2?
Yes. I love
source
K2.
Again. We're talking about
so
this guy.
Good. And the reason why it was omitted is because it's just a global regulatory issue. So in Europe and in Asia, the regulations are different than here in the US. And so they're a lot stricter, or they may even view certain ingredients as I'm trying to think of the word, more like clinical ingredients, something like doctors prescribe.
Yeah.
And so we omitted K2
for it could be global.
One of those reasons. So it could be global.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I highly recommend taking K2 with the source, or even if you just want to take it in general. It's a really, really great supplement.
Okay, good. And again, if you're taking it with your ASEA Redox supplement, it's just going to help it. So we're always going back to that. If you're just joining us, this is a long one, you guys. I'm super proud of you for sticking with us. Hang in there. We are doing a super fun giveaway that has a little bit of gold involved in it.
That was fun. So hang tight.
Yeah, so hang tight. Right now we're going over the Via line. So if you've never tried it, now's your chance. Hop on and get some Via so you can start your new year with it. We're going over some questions from last week. If you have a question that we don't get to, please drop it in the comments after we post this live. We always do our best to go back and answer them. So if you have questions, drop them. Let's move to this next one. Why is Via Biome gentler than other probiotics?
So we kind of touched on this when we talked about CFUs. Some products will have a really, really high number. They'll have like 600 billion, something like that. It's a crazy high number. And so it's like trying to cram a really, really big meal all into your mouth at once. It's like Thanksgiving. You're just going and going and going.
And then your body's
like, oh my gosh, what did you do to me? And so with our biome, you'll actually see our CFUs are lower. We do have a higher strain count. I believe it's 16 different probiotic strains. But the CFUs are lower. And so we're doing that strategically so your body
get more strains, but they're working more efficiently.
Yeah, they're working
got that other stuff added, and you don't need the 100 million.
Exactly. Okay. And then we also have gentler prebiotics as well. So some prebiotics out there are a lot harsher on your gut. And people use them because, they're cheap or they're in high abundance and they're what people know.
You guys know this, be an informed consumer.
Exactly.
If you are taking a probiotic, don't take a probiotic just to say, oh yeah, I take a probiotic. Make sure that you're looking at how many strains it contains, how many CFUs it has, if it's got pre and probiotics. These are all really important questions before you just, decide to spend money on something. Trust me, dive in, ask the questions. Even if it's not ours, even if it's not ASEA stuff, just do the research, you guys. Trust me, it's worth it. Okay, let's move to, does Biome reduce, I'm going to do it. I'm going to say it on the live. Sorry, guys. Does it help reduce inflammation?
Oh, it's a no word.
But it's on the bottle.
It's true. It is on the bottle. So Biome does not directly reduce. I'm going to say the no word.
I'll say it for her. I'll get in trouble. Does it directly reduce it? No. What does it do? What does it help with?
What it does is it soothes the whole system itself.
Okay.
So when the system is calmed and it has what it needs, naturally
that goes away.
Okay.
So in a roundabout compliant way.
Yes.
Chris. You're watching.
And I think we received a question that does Biome contain any enzymes? It does not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Noted. If that was your question, Becca's got you covered. Okay. Why does Via Omega include omega 5 and omega 7?
Yeah, so these omegas, you hear about them less often, but we wanted to take approach of a comprehensive omega supplement because there are more omegas than just 3. I mean, I actually learned the other day there's an omega 11, and I was like, what the heck is that? And so I did some research on it. I had never heard of it. It's not used very much. So we have omega 3, which, helps with, I'm going to say the no word, inflammation. I said it. It helps with, cell signaling, and, it does so much in your body. It's helpful for brain activity. It's great for everything, guys. Take your omegas.
Okay.
But omega 5 is in there to help support antioxidant activity and cellular resilience.
Okay, so that's an important one.
Yeah, it's an important one. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you have omega 7 that helps with your metabolic balance. It helps, with your skin as well. It helps with those skin mucous membranes.
Oh, cool.
And so it keeps everything nice and good looking.
Okay. And then that complements all of the omega 3s.
Yep. Right? And then omega 3s, you have your heart, brain, skin, cellular health. It's great for nearly everything.
Think of when they think of omegas, I think. But adding in that type 5 and 7 is important. Okay. Next question. Can I keep taking vitamin D with LifeMax?
I love vitamin D so much. D3 is amazing. Take D3 and take vitamin K at the same time. They're so good together. I highly encourage that. Vitamin D is actually one of the biggest global vitamin deficiencies.
Yeah.
So that's why you see milk is fortified with vitamin D. Cereals are fortified with vitamin D. It's so important.
Go outside.
Yes, please. The sun is good for you. Just wear sunscreen.
Okay, and that's this question came specific. Can I take vitamin D with LifeMax?
Yeah, that's completely fine. Yeah.
Work weird together. It's okay to stack these on top of other things.
Exactly.
That's what
you can take vitamin D with LifeMax, Source, Omega, Biome, and just take vitamin D, guys.
This is a good question. How long has this line been around?
Yeah, so I've been with ASEA for 4 years, so I had to do some research with this. It came around in either 2017 or 2018, so it's been Via has been around for 8 or 9 years. So, yeah, I thought it was a really cool tidbit, and it's just our kind of our foundational wellness line.
I love it.
I love it. They're really good.
I love that you guys are asking so many good questions. I think is that most of them?
Those are just like my scientific notes, you know.
Guys, she came prepared.
I told you I read them all.
I am so impressed. And I asked her so last minute, so big round of applause to Becca. Thank you so much. If you have other questions, let me know. And now, you guys, I hope you recognize this.
I don't even have one of those.
See? Right here at corporate. Okay, really fast. What's the best time to take all 4? Is there a best time or is it just a consistent time?
I would just fit it in with your schedule.
Okay,
whatever works with your schedule. Consistency is key.
Whatever it's going to work. Okay. Hi, this. We gave these away only to people who came to convention in Cancun in September. We found some of them. I'm going to give this one away to any of you who can tell me what types of omegas are in omega. We just talked about it. Should be pretty easy. Drop it in the comments here. If you're seeing this after the live is over, you're still in the running for it. And I have some very exciting news. We're going to be dropping some random gold bottles in cases of ARS starting now. So if you purchase a case of ASEA, like a 4-pack of the ASEA Redox supplement, and you're in the US, sorry, I love you globally, but you got to be in the US. You've got to buy a 4-pack of ASEA, and some of them randomly will contain one of the limited edition gold bottles from convention. So go shop right now. Get your 4-pack of ASEA, so you might get one of the gold bottles, and get any of your Via line supplements now that we know a little bit more about them. And we'll see you next week.
Okay, thanks guys. Bye.